Hello everyone, welcome into A Saw Dude. On today's video, we are making this, as requested by my fiance. This is a bench and shoe storage. Could be used for storage for other things. We're mainly going to use it for shoes here in the house. I kind of just whipped this up this morning, thought of everything more or less, tried to style the base after the cedar planters that I've been making, so that made the base really simple. I know how to make it. I already had pieces cut for the legs. That worked out great. Then all I did, as you'll see coming up, cut the top for it, nailed and glued it all together. It's about 55 inches wide on the top, about 17 inches deep. It's going to fit real nicely in this little cubby we have in our wall. We should be able to put all our shoes on it, keep them out of the way, keep the dogs from running through them. And honestly, I'm really happy with how this turned out. Stick around if you'd like to see how I did it. First things first, as with any good woodworking project, we're going to start out by cutting some wood. So I'm going to cut down my long lengths for the seat. I know how long they need to be. If I need to do any specific finish cutting later, I will. So I cut the tops, then I'm going to cut my legs. I already have leg pieces made up from my cedar planter builds, which is why I chose to go with this style leg and build. Next, we're going to build our short sides. Again, this is going to look very familiar because as of right now, we're just building a planter box. You're going to do the thicker legs on the sides so you got some meat to put your long sides in when we get that far. So we're going to assemble side one, and then you're going to duplicate this for your other short side. Next, we're going to add a little piece here in the bottom for some extra support, as this is a bench and not a planter, and I want it to hold a person's weight. Next, we'll move to the floor to make this easier. You're going to want to assemble your long sides, glue and nail as appropriately. As always, we're using waterproof glue, Titebond 3 to be specific. So once we get those long sides in place, we're going to stand it up and we're going to test fit our top. Now, while I was doing this, I thought, this is kind of long. I think I would feel better if it had a little extra support in here. So this was an on-the-fly decision. This wasn't in my original plans to add these 3 supports here, but I can tell you that I'm really glad I did, as it really firmed this thing up. So we're going to go ahead and spread glue all over the top of it, and we're going to lay our top pieces on here. I'm going to do my best to try to make these as even as possible. More fidgeting around than you can imagine for 3 pieces, but we'll get these all laid out, get them even, double check, triple check, quadruple check, and we're just going to go ahead and nail those down. We're using 1-inch brad nails, and we're going to fire about 6,000 into this thing at least. There you see me using my ruler to help me gauge where the nails need to go instead of using my finger. That way we don't accidentally shoot one through said finger, because that doesn't sound like a good time to me. Once we got the top done, after another couple hundred nails here. You can never have too many nails, I don't think, even though the glue really does the bulk of actually holding this together. So now we're going to move on to the little bottom shelf here that we're going to use as shoe storage for this particular bench. You're going to see me right now actively making a mistake. Feel free to comment down below if you know what that mistake is, but I'm going to tell you here in about 7 seconds once I finish this. I get to my last piece, and as you can see, I have an awkward gap. And I look at this and I say, you know what? We're not going to deal with that. So I go back through and I'm going to rip up about 5 or 6 of these, hammer the nails back out of them, and just space them back out a little bit so that I have a more just even gap across here, and I don't end up with one piece that just has this big space. So we go back through, space those back out, fix my mistake here. It took 5 extra minutes, but it obviously looks way better than if I left it how it was. Next, we're just going to give it a quick overall sanding. I'm going to hit all the edges so to round them off, so if you sit down on it and stuff, you don't cut yourself. Just clean it up a little bit. And that's really all there is to it. I think you could change the height of this pretty easily. You can change the length, the width, and it would make a great TV stand, entryway table. We're going to use it as a bench. Let me know what you think down below. Thank you for taking your time to check out my video. We'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Peace.